Preecy, Good Friday, win, 3 points, clean sheet. Same again today for Easter Monday. How good does that sound?
Oh, look, before the Easter holidays, we looked at that. I looked at the games that we had. Darlington, tough fixture away from home, won the last four at home. They've gone today and gone to Warrington, where Warrington have had a great home record and won 3-1. So that just shows what a great performance that was to get those 3 points and to back it up today against a Blyth side that always tests you, always good in possession. Their movement's really good. They get into the final third in good areas, and you've got to defend your box really well. And we did that. Look, it wasn't a vintage performance, nowhere near. But we did what we had to do, and at this stage of the season, it's about winning games, getting points. It doesn't really matter about the performance. The performances, have been done over the season. It wasn't a bad performance, but we were nowhere near the levels that we can be at. But the lads show that they can do both sides of the game when it's needed. If we've got to get back into shape and we've got to concede possession and wait for chances to counter teams, we'll do it. We'll be patient and we'll defend. We'll defend deep. Equally, at times we pressed them high when we're in a good shape, and we nick the ball quite often high up the pitch and created chances. Just really pleased with the goals. We felt that we could counter them. We had the pace really to hurt them, and to be fair, it's a great piece of skill by JJ to get himself in the position where he's running 1v1 against the keeper. My initial thoughts was, I was 50-50. I thought it could have been a penalty. It wasn't one of those where I was 100% certain that it was. Don't know whether it was or whether it wasn't, but he seemed to slide into JJ. Whether he touched the ball or not, I don't know. But then obviously there's a bit of pressure on Sampo. I've not seen a retake of a penalty for a long time. So to be put under that pressure and how important it was, he showed great character again, great finish. And the second goal, we said we need to be a bit more patient round the box, not just throw balls in the box continually. And it was a great little move, clever little play out wide. 4 players involved. Glennie did a great little bit of skill, little drag back to Hennes. Hennes then, I think, slid Frankie in and continued his run into the box and arrived in the centre of the goal. Your right back arrived in the centre of the goal and bullet headed it into the corner of the net, like most of his finishes are. But yeah, look, that was a really nice goal and a good time to get that second goal. And we could have got more second half. Keepers made a couple of good saves. We've missed a couple of decent chances. And at the other end, Matt has had nothing to do. He's been tidy with anything that's come from long range or any crosses, but we protected him really well. So 2 clean sheets is really positive. Another 5 goals over the weekend. Top scorers in the league. And I saw some stat that on expected goals we're at the top as well. So really positive day for us again. I don't think we're certain of being in the playoffs yet, so we've still not achieved anything. We're still not mathematically out of winning the league, so still lots to play for.
Yeah, you mentioned it there, still can mathematically win the league, but how important is it that, especially during this running of 4 games, that we do keep focused on ourselves and don't really look into too much at how other teams are doing?
I do look at what other teams are doing, and one of them I won't say, take it game by game. I think you have to look and you have to be prepared for different scenarios and what you need to do and what's going on behind you, above you, and we sort of set targets on sort of the next game. We set the targets on that and say, look, there's a chance that we could still win the league. Let's keep pushing for that. If that doesn't happen, then we'll be looking, can we push for second? And we've done that all season. When we've been 10th, we've been saying, look, there's opportunity to get back in the playoffs. When we've been in the playoffs, there's been opportunity to get 5th, and that's just the way we've done it. Set no points targets. We just do it as we get to it. And yeah, you know, we look around it. We do look around at the table and just see. I'm not sure. You know, I'm one for looking and seeing, working it out, and I'm not sure whether we're just close to mathematically in the playoffs because of the other fixtures and possibly our goal difference. I don't know, but whatever. You know, we still need to get more points. There's still a lot to play for. But 77 points after 42 games sounds really, really good.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned there about targets. I won't ask you what your target is, but I'm sure you'll have something in mind for this Saturday at Buxton, and then go into Kingsland away, a horrible trip on a Tuesday.
Look, we've got tough fixtures. Buxton away is a difficult one. They pick up some really, really good results. I think they picked up a draw today. I think they were 2-0 up, weren't they? So they've gone to Hereford 2-0 up. That takes some doing. That's a tough place to go. You know, they're a good side. They've got some good players, and playing on the 4G is always difficult. And like you're saying, then you've got Kings Lynn, which is our game in hand, who is still, you know, fighting for their lives. But they've had an unbelievable run. I think that's the first defeat in 13 or something, or 14 even. So they've had a magnificent run. Long trip. Look, it's tough. It's difficult at this stage of the season. You know, no game's going to be easy. Pretty much every team's playing for something. We're just happy that we're right at the top of the league, challenging for those positions. Look, we're enjoying it. It's great. The atmosphere is fantastic. We just need to keep it going.
Yeah, and atmosphere was buzzing in here today. Just over 1,300. We're going to need them for the running. We keep saying, look, you know, the third best home record in the league, with the top scorers in the league. There's not much more we can do to, you know, encourage them to keep on coming.
No, look, all you can do is keep winning games, keep scoring goals, showing that the players put the effort in. You know, fans just want to see that people are putting the effort in and doing all they can. You know, if a fan was putting on a shirt, that's the way they want the players to play. And I think you see that in abundance in our team. They give their absolute all, and we have to do that. We have to do that to compete in this league. You know, the squad's been small, and you know, we've had to use it wisely. And at times we've been stretched, but anybody who's come in has done great. You know, the loan lads have been fantastic when they've come in. You know, Billy's come back in today. I thought he was excellent. He's been out for a while, just because of the form of the other lads. You know, JJ's come back in today, did great. Glinny, again, he was excellent. So, you know, we're strong. We're probably as strong as we've been all season. And just a word for Shent's gone out on loan to get some games, but he'll be back and available for the playoffs should we get in the playoffs. So yeah, it's an exciting time to be at Chorley. It's an exciting time to be a Chorley fan, and I keep saying, you've got to take your hats off to these lads. They give their maximum. You know, we weren't at our very best today, but the effort, the distances they must have covered today were ridiculous, because we played a lot without the ball, and on top of that, you know, we've made 3 or 4 changes again, and you know, it didn't look like that. So there'll be lots of opportunities going forward for lads, and if they keep taking the opportunities like they are, then we're going to be in a great position.